Mic check 1 2 3. Can you everybody hear me? Is that good? All right. You good, Jeff? Okay, no problem.
Oh, okay. All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for joining us here today. As is well known, on August 5th, 2021, our entire city grieved with the family of Jefferson County Sheriff's Deputy Brandon Shirley, as well as with his Sheriff's Office family and our entire public safety community. My heartfelt condolences once again go out to the Shirley family. No family should have to endure the type of loss and pain that this tragedy beset upon them. Deputy Shirley was working an off-duty security detail that night when he was shot and was tragically killed. This was another senseless and tragic act of gun violence in our city. Public safety is my #1 priority, and every department in metro government is focused on the challenge of gun violence, on getting weapons off the street and holding people accountable for these acts of violence. And that obviously includes our hardworking team at Louisville Metro Police Department. I want to thank our LMPD officers, all of our federal partners that the Chief will recognize here in a second, for their tireless work to bring accountability and justice to this tragedy. They have been tenacious in this case, and I know some folks think it's taken a little bit longer than it should, and it's because we wanted to get this case right. And these folks have been working around the clock to make sure that that happens. So it's because of the strong and tireless work of our law enforcement agencies that we're here today for an update on this investigation. And now I would like to turn it over to LMPD's Chief, Erica Shields. Chief.
Thank you, Mayor. On August 5th, Jefferson County Sheriff Deputy Brandon Shirley was murdered while in the performance of his duties. LMPD committed at that time to hold accountable those responsible for this senseless and heinous act. Our department's Public Integrity Unit and Homicide Unit, in close collaboration with the ATF and FBI, worked tirelessly to compile a comprehensive and strong investigation. We are here today to announce the arrest of 2 individuals, Jesse Christopher Johnson, age 28, and Marquise Mitchell, age 18. Both individuals were indicted for murder by a grand jury after having the case presented to them by the Commonwealth Attorney's Office in partnership with LMPD's Public Integrity Unit. In addition to recognizing the ATF and FBI, I want to also recognize the U.S. Marshal's Office for apprehending one of the violent subjects on yesterday with the assistance provided by the Floyd County, Indiana Sheriff's Department and New Albany Police Department. We could not have accomplished this alone. In addition to recognizing the ATF, and I have behind me, to my right, Special Agent in Charge Sean Morrow, FBI Special Agent in Charge Jody Cohen. I have U.S. Marshal Gary Berman and Deputy Marshal Joe Palmer to my left. And I also need to say thank you, as always, to Tom Wine and your associates. You are phenomenal partners. At this time, I would like to allow Jefferson County Sheriff John Aubrey to present his thoughts and say thank you, Sheriff Aubrey, for your absolute patience and support throughout these long 5 months. Thank you, sir.
I just want to simply add my thanks and appreciation to Chief Shields and her investigative team, along with all our federal partners, whose diligent hard work made these arrests possible. And even though there's still a road ahead of judicial process to navigate, I'm hopeful that these arrests will bring us all, especially the Shirley family, closer to a process of closure. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Shields. Thank you, Sheriff Aubrey. I want to also share with the media that I've spoken with Brandon Shirley, Brandon's dad. He wanted to convey his appreciation to law enforcement for all their diligence over the months on this. He also asked that the media respect the privacy of the family today, and tomorrow they will have an announcement. So before we take questions from the media, I want to thank our community at large for the great outpouring of support for the Shirley family. It is horrible when an incident like this takes place. It is beautiful to see the support of the community and of the law enforcement community in particular when one of their own goes down. So I want to thank everybody for that. And again, my thoughts and prayers continue with the Shirley family and the deputies, sheriff's family as well. So now we'll take questions from the media.
So please allow me to say, I wish we could answer more questions, but right now our priority is a conviction. We want all of this evidence to come out and convict these individuals, put them away where they belong, caged like animals. And so to that end, folks, I'm just sorry, but we're not going to be able to divulge any details of the investigation. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for your support in helping us push out tips and requests for information along the way. I don't say this often, but we could not have done it without the media. And so thank you so much for your partnership and support in helping us get to the finish line. Thank you.